Chat, is it rolling?
Just wanted to make sure we was good.
Is it rolling, chat?
I think so.
Say that.
Sponsored. Hey man,
I think you need to take a sip of the water first before we get started.
All right.
Okay. On 3. 1, 2.
So
I gotta get comfortable, bro. Just a little chair.
all right, y'all. So we back at it. I can't believe this.
You made
Back
it
at it intentional, bro. This is episode 5.
Dang.
I think it's episode 5. It's been a while, I know. TIDO!
What's up, bro? Happy that you finally made it to my neck of the woods, man.
Man, what's good, boy?
Flint.
Tre Tiggs, you feel me?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it, man. So just tell the people a little bit about who you are, where you're from, what you do, what you're doing now.
Yeah, so my name is Tre Tiggs, born and raised in Flint, Michigan. I would identify myself as somebody who put others first, God-fearing man. I have a huge heart, love helping people out. Currently for work, I'm an academic counselor. I live out in State College, Pennsylvania, working with Penn State football team. So that's just a little bit about who I am and what I do.
Yeah. I would say you love to dance too, bro.
I do love to dance.
All right.
Many people would probably say that I can't, but I think I'm the best dancer out there. I'm always dancing.
You feel me?
No matter if it's terrible, if it's good, whatever, bro.
Don't
But
matter,
I think I could dance. Yeah.
Anyway, man, let's get into these questions a little bit.
Absolutely.
You left Michigan, right?
Twice.
Twice.
Yep.
Talk about that. Wasn't that scary?
I mean, honestly, I think the first move, I wasn't afraid at all. It was more so I knew that it was my time to go. The difficult thing about that was my mom was sick at the time. She passed away in 2023 from dementia. So I ended up moving to Omaha, Nebraska in August of 2021. And I worked out there until April 2022. And then I ended up coming back home that August. It was just a difficult spot to be in. The job really wasn't what I expected it to be. It was just a very difficult time for me. And my mom had 6 months left to live. So it was just like a perfect time to move back home. But one thing that my mom did say for years, like, never hold back opportunity because of my health. I don't want you to miss out on opportunity because of me. And that was something that resonated with me. Once the job in Omaha came about, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of hard to pass it up. But I feel like during the opportunity, I met so many different people. I got baptized, I got found the church home, I got found the community. So it was a lot of pros coming out of that. Moving to Omaha, even though it was a bad job for me during that time. So I would just say just relying on God, like during that time, like I had my church community. I was serving like in the community. I was in small groups twice a week. I was serving in the community, serving every Sunday with the kids. So definitely don't regret that decision. But I mean, I just had to take a leap of faith and, figure out who I was, moving away from home because I've been in Michigan during that time, it was 23 years of my life. So.
Bet. Do you think there are better opportunities out there outside of Michigan, or is it just like personal preference?
I honestly think, depending on the career field that you're in, honestly, I think for somebody like me that work in higher education, I wanted to work in academics, and knowing that it's not too many D1 schools in Michigan that have, academic counselors and things like that. So for me, I knew that, like I started at Eastern, but I kind of wanted to branch off. And I knew that, if I wanted to grow, build my network, build my resume, I knew that I had to branch out. But honestly, I think it just depends on the person in the career field, honestly. And it's good to do it while like you're young and don't have kids,
Yeah.
you know, because like you're not tied down or
Yeah.
nothing. So you can always up and move. But
Thanks.
I just think, you know, depending on the career field, depending on what it is that you want to do and like your ultimate goal, it really just depends. But I think it's good to branch out and get experience elsewhere. Because how I look at it is you can always come back home, right? Like
Right.
I'm from Flint, Michigan, and I know that I can always take a job somewhere else and I always know that Flint is home. I always got a home in Flint, you know what I'm saying? So take the opportunity while it's there, step out on faith and rely on God, because if the opportunity is there, sometimes like it's hard to pass up a good opportunity because that opportunity may not be here
No.
weeks or, you know, like
Right.
months from now. So if it's there, go for it.
Seize your moments. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet, man. So I'm gonna transition to friendships. How many friends do you think are necessary in this season of your life?
Ah, man, this is a difficult question because I have so many different friend groups. I have like my friend group from high school, my brothers in Christ, my close friends from college. Like there's so many different friend groups that I have, and each friend group has like a different values. And I think, you know, like in certain seasons of your life, you can rely on one friend group more than the other. But I honestly think, you know, just having those people that you can believe in, you know, lean on and trust, you know, like in like those vulnerable moments in your life, I think that's huge. So I would honestly say that I have many different friend groups, but I would say that I have like at least like a good 5 to 6 solid friends that I can like lean in on, you know, like get advice from, call, like and cry to. It just it's different, but you know, everyone have friends for each season. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Sometimes I struggle with that too, with that question, because you don't know who to trust sometimes, especially as you get older.
Right.
People want to see you succeed, and they want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them.
Right.
Which is the harsh reality that we live in this world. But yeah, okay. The fact that you can get 5 to 6 friends, man, it says a lot about you, bro.
Hey man, like I try. I mean, like I said, like it's rare to have, you know, people that you can depend on. You know, because it's just hard. You know, everybody fighting their own battles. People got like their families and they got other stuff going on. So, you know, to at least, you know, that I can count on 5 to 6 people is rare, but it's also like a good thing knowing that I can depend on people other than family. You know, because not everybody have access to you and you don't have access to everybody.
True.
But, you know, knowing that I could pick up the phone, like and call you at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. knowing that you go pick up and, you know what I'm saying? Like if I need something, I know that, you know, you go come through and help out, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's important, you know, like to have those friends, you know, because we can't really do life alone, you know what I'm saying? So having that community, having those people that you can depend on, you know, goes a long way. So yeah.
Do you feel like the friends that you have and the family that you have and rely on kind of shape your character or who you are?
That's a great question because I would say growing up, my mom, she was a hard worker. Like her work ethic was crazy. She was someone that I could depend on. Like she always made sure that things got done, whether it was paying for AAU basketball, making sure that I had school clothes, getting me the sneakers that come out like every Saturday. That was back when Jordans was like 150. We could go to the mall, you know what I'm saying? And I could go get those 5s without waiting in line. You know what I'm saying? So like her work ethic, her character, her dedication really set that for me, which set me up. So I honestly think like I work hard at anything that I do. My mom had a big heart. I'm someone that has a big heart, you know what I'm saying? So I think just her mindset and how she handled things throughout my childhood really set me up because witnessing her, you know, being there for people, going to work on time, being in places on time, just showing up for others. I think that really set it off for me because I'm that way too. Like I just have a big heart and I always want to give and I always want to support people because you just never know what people are going through. And I tell myself every day, like at least once a week, like I connect with somebody or text somebody that I haven't spoken to like in a while. Even, you know, like my former students, old students, even current students, you know what I'm saying? Like I check in on them, even if they don't respond back like I'm
Yeah.
feeling good about it that I still
That you
reached out, you know, because like you just never know. And I think mental health is very real than it was back when we were growing up in high school. Like
very
people didn't
much
value
so.
it, you know, like
No.
we could cuss out in practice, like we could call
Bro.
all kind of names and things like that. But
Mhm.
that was just the thing back then. Like people didn't care. So now it's just so different where
Yeah.
it's so many resources out here and there's so many people that are struggling. But I feel good knowing that I reached out to people,
Facts.
especially knowing that they had like bad days or things like
Yeah.
that, like injuries. Like me reaching out really makes my day knowing that I at least tried to touch somebody's life.
Oh, facts.
Like at least once or twice a week, whether
Yeah.
it's a text or phone call. Recently, like this past year, for birthdays, I do like birthday videos to people. So like I don't really text.
Oh, shoot.
I just started doing that. Sometimes I'll still text, but like I'm trying to be more like intentional with, you know, doing like a video voice message, you know, like for somebody's birthday, you know. So it's just more meaningful, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that people don't really do.
Right.
And I think that could touch somebody live, you know, rather than just a text. So I just try to be like intentional in my day-to-day life, everything that I do. So yeah, I would say.
Yeah, that's a good challenge to take somebody every week. You say you do it every week?
Like I try to.
Somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. All right, I'm gonna start doing that because no, for real. That means a lot, man. What do you think is your purpose, and when did you discover it?
That's a great question. I honestly think that my purpose is to serve others and make an impact and just be there for people. And as I mentioned earlier, I just think seeing how my mom like was there for people and she showed up for people, I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? Because like a simple little text, you know, like a simple little birthday card or note like anything goes a long way. And I just think that came from my mom. So like I honestly think my purpose is like to be there for people, impact and serve. I have a huge heart. Like I would give my shirt off my back to like the next person. Like anybody I know in need and help, suffering or things like that. Like I definitely want to help. And I just think if you don't take nothing away from this, and you know me as a person, like I just love to support people. I can be there for people. You know what I'm saying? Because it just goes a long way. And I just think, you know, being there for somebody and people knowing that you care for them and you want to be there for them, just sets the tone for who you are and like the person that you want to be. And I honestly think that came from my mom too, but also when me working in higher education, I had an internship during COVID for a master's program, and I was an academic counselor intern for the College of Ed at Eastern. And during my internship, we had different like sessions where we had to meet with students and talk to them about campus, helping get registered for classes. And I think doing that really helped me get like into this space of like working in athletics, working in academics and being there for the students. Because at the end of the day, bro, like the ball gonna stop bouncing and then we gotta pivot.
Dude.
So, you know, like just being there for them through their academic journeys, seeing them grow, seeing them graduate, like that's like my purpose is to like to serve and make sure that they get that done. So shout out to EMU, shout out to the HESA program, the College of Ed program for giving me the opportunity to have an internship. Really set the bar high for me and what I really want to do in life and academic. So
Facts. That's true, man. The ball does stop bouncing.
Yeah.
People need help because they lose themselves in sports, and they think that's all they are. So that's something that I'm, you know, currently working through myself.
Yeah.
What happens after the ball stops bouncing? When was a time where you thought, or you've seen things seem like they were aligned or intentionally placed in your life? Like things came together for you.
Yeah.
What was a time like that? Or was there a time like that? And if so, explain.
Yeah, shoot. Honestly, I would say once I gave like my life to Christ.
When was that?
It was April 4th, 2021, I think. It was around that time I met one of my classmates. His name was Zeke. Zeke Peoples. Shout out to Zeke, that's my guy.
Zeke.
We were like in a class together, and we
Yeah.
were just going around, just like just talking about ourselves and just giving intros. And he mentioned that he was a Christian and things like that, and we exchanged our social medias. And he was posting about a Bible study, like things like that. So like I joined that Bible study, and then from there I was joining almost like every week. And at the end of every call, they would say, if you never gave your life to Christ, now is the time to do it. And I kind of felt convicted because I felt like I was the only one on that call who hadn't done it. And these guys, they were friends and they always ran these Bible studies. So I kind of felt convicted, and they would always share their testimonies and how things are going, like in their life. And I'm like, I want the same thing for me. And eventually, like a month go by, I called Quell, because Quell, he would always pick on me, and not like in a bad way, but he would say like, hey Trey, like what do you think about this and this and that. And it was also funny that one time he this week I was practicing the same prayer because I'm like, I got a feeling they go calling me to pray in. Bro, we get the Bible study. Quell like, Trayvon, can you pray us in? I'm like, dang. I'm like, well, good thing I've been practicing the same prayer. So I end up calling him after that day, gave like my life to Christ, and then all the bitterness, hatred, unforgiveness, porn addiction, all of that stuff like kind of went out the window. So I just think from giving my life to Christ like during that time, and then moving to Omaha, Nebraska, finding a church home, like I was praying about finding like the faith-filled friends there that I had back in Michigan. And like my life was just flowing. Like got a job opportunity, found the church home, got connected right away like a small group. So I feel like during that time, like my life was just flowing. Like God was just moving. Found a place out there for like a decent price. So honestly, like I think like that's when like my life was just flowing, and I just had like this fire for Jesus. And I feel like it's still there. But during that time, it was, even though it was challenging going with what I was going through with my mom, like I always kept a strong mind about everything, like always kept God front and center. So I just think like during that time, like my life was just flowing, God was flowing, and he still is today. And that's what pretty much led me to Penn State, like just praying for like opportunity to, be challenged, meet like new people, like expand my network. So yeah, like God is always front and center. And he's blessed me, like helped me out tremendously. So like I said, like shout out to K4C, man, because if I didn't join those Zooms and those Bible studies, like God knows what I'd be doing right now. But that group really changed my life, those guys that's a part of that group. So
K4C, Kings for Christ, man. Shout them out, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, bro. So God has been intentionally moving in your life.
Yeah.
I can say the same. But you already know my story. How important has your belief in God been, and your faith in God been in your life as of recent?
Yeah. I keep God front and center in everything that I do. And I think, just trying to be more intentional in my walk right now, being more, like disciplined. And I would say from that, like I've been doing some Bible study plans with some of my guys like Quell and Marcellus, like just trying to keep each other, like accountable. But
I would say,
shoot, I forgot.
You can't really influence students, huh? Not like that. I know it's different in high school from college, but
I would say as far as the students, I wouldn't say you can like influence them because they have like the team chaplain, like they have like Bible study after practice, like on the field, like the team chaplain come and speak to them and things like that. So I wouldn't say that we can't, like influence them, but how I, talk to the guys about God, I really just look for like scripture tattoos, like a cross necklace or things like that, to where I can have a conversation with them to try to see like, okay, well, since you got this scripture or you got this cross tattoo or cross necklace, then I know that I can go and approach you about it. I don't do it if I don't see those signs, but if I hear them talking about it, then I'll join in and just like butt in a little bit. But I go to Calvary Church, and some of the guys like attend church as well, so I'm able to have those conversations with them, to ask them, how has church been? What did you think the message was about today? And sometimes we may go grab like lunch or brunch or something like that to just touch base just about that, but also just connect about life and because it's more to life than football. And I try to stay away from the football questions, but I think it's always good to talk about God and talk about like your life and what's going on, because at the end of the day, like I said, like the ball can stop rolling and what's the next plan. So I do try to be intentional with that. And I do talk about God with those guys if I see like those signs or him talking about it. So that's kind of how like I connect with him.
Me and
Talk about
Spirit
that. Yeah.
Got you. Is it ever challenging to keep God first in your life? You ever? Cause bro, it can be hard sometimes, man.
Yeah, I do think it can be hard at times, and I think it's like the waiting piece of things. Like being patient.
Yeah.
Because not everything is going to come to us right away. Not every prayer like is going to be answered. So I do think we do have those moments where like, dang, like it's hard to trust God right now because I want things to go my way, but that's not always the case. Like we're always going to be in a waiting season in life until we really reach what we want. So it could be we could pray for something and we may not get it until 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20, even 100 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like you just never know. So I do think it can be challenging at times when like things aren't going that way. As long as we're staying prayed up, keeping God first, like picking up the phone to call somebody, picking up the phone to call like your pastor, people to keep you motivated and lifted, because it can be hard at times. And I've, been through seasons like that where it's like, dang God, why not me? Like I have my days and my moments where I'm, like unappreciative for. I'm just feeling ungrateful. But then I think like I have a house, I have a car, I have a job, I have a place to stay. Like it could be way worse, you know what I'm saying? So I do have my days where it's like, dang God, like help me out, like help me out. But it can be challenging, like at certain points, at certain seasons in our lives where we want to expand and grow and we aren't getting those results.
I just thought of a question. Would you say you're being obedient, and I guess what would the importance of being obedient to God and what God is telling you?
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Man, that's a great question, because I think I'm in a season of obedience right now.
Me too.
And like I've been doing a Bible plan with one of my buddies, and it's about like what it looks like to be a man. And like those different days like of the Bible plan talks about being in a season of waiting. And I think being obedient and listening to God is doing what he telling you to do. So if it's the same sin that you love, you may have to get rid of that. Like it takes 21 days to break a habit, right? So if it's the same sin that you once loved, you shouldn't love that same sin no more. So it's like in the season of obedience, just like what do you do in those moments when like you struggling with something that you've been struggling with, right? So it can be challenging, but I think like if you have that community and you're journaling, like you keeping people like informed and having somebody that holds you accountable, I think it'll go like a long way. But it can be difficult, but I think if you have a community and like you really want to do it, tell yourself that you want to do something. So whether you got to fast from something, you gotta let some people go, like you got to just do what God telling you to do, because that could really change your life. And I think if you really want to do it, you can get it done. But it could just
obedience.
It can be challenging, but it's a lot of self-control, self-discipline, and something that you want to do, but also having that community to back you up, hold you accountable when you do slip up.
Facts, man. Bro, you journal?
So yeah, I got a brown journal that I try to journal every day. It's not every day, but I try to at least. Like, what am I thankful for? What am I struggling with? How can I like impact somebody today? What do I need to work on? Things like that.
Yeah, I recently started journaling last year, bro. It just frees your mind, man. Like the stuff that you might be angry about, that stuff that you need to be obedient with, you get it all out, man. Prayers, scriptures, everything, man. I appreciate you, Tito, man.
No,
hopping
man.
on the pod, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
Finally got him.
Never, man. Don't get me started, bro.
Tre Tiggs, y'all. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, bro. We go way back to when we went to Southfield High, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, nah, I didn't go to Southfield High, but
What AAU team you play for again?
huh?
The AAU team.
Well, I got that much in skin.